Welcome. I'm happy you're here. Yay! All right. As everybody's getting on, just go ahead and pop your phones and stuff on mute for me, please, so that everybody can hear. I'm so happy y'all are here. If you will, I want you to go over to the chat. If you're new to Zoom, you can touch your phone screen and it'll pull up kind of like your menu at the bottom. And right there, I just want you to tell us in the chat, check your mute for me one more time, and tell us your name, because some of y'all's phones will say stuff like Galaxy 123 or whatever. Okay, so put your name and then tell us whose unit you're in and what town you live in. Okay, that's what I want you to do for me. Okay. All righty. I'm so happy you are here. Welcome, welcome. I am going to go ahead and double check everything and make sure we're all ready to rock and roll. Awesome. Thank you for posting, Laura Ashley. All right. Yes. Blow us up in the chat. I'm excited to introduce you guys to my comrade today, Julie Williams. Julie, if you want to unmute, you look awesome in yellow. I never see you wear yellow much. You look awesome. Julie, go ahead and introduce yourself like a real quick eye story, and then we are going to jump right in, you guys, just like your skincare class eye story.
Hey y'all, welcome, all the newbies. We're so glad to see you. I am Future Executive Senior Sales Director Julie Williams. I am in the warm and amazing. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, hang on. I'm not sure why this is doing this. Someone is screen sharing, so I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, Julie, just hold on a minute, please. Cancel.
We will.
How do I turn that off?
Hang on.
There we go. That was weird. Okay.
I kicked it out.
That's hilarious. Okay. Now we're here. All right, Julie, I'm going to put it back over to you.
Okay. Well, let's try this again. I am so glad that y'all are here today. I am Future Executive Senior Sales Director Julie Williams, coming from the beautiful state of Arizona. It is a rocking 87 degrees here today, so I just want to send y'all some love and some sunshine. That's why I wore yellow today for you, Holly. I'm trying to add some color to my wardrobe, okay? Little bit at a time. So I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone. But I'm just super glad to be with y'all. I've been in Mary Kay for 20 years. I've earned 10 cars with Mary Kay, sales director, 18 and a half years, I think is how long that's been. So I've been around a long time, been around the block, seen it come, seen some big things happen, seen some crazy things happen, and I love watching the growth as we do things, and we're glad that you are here today.
Awesome. Thank you, Julie. All right, so I know a lot of you. I am Holly Lowe, National Sales Director with Mary Kay. I've been building my business with Mary Kay for 22 years. I cannot believe it's been 22 years. It's kind of like crazy to even say out loud, you guys. 22 decades of my life. I feel like I grew up in Mary Kay. Nikki, thank you for helping us with that in the chat. And you guys, as we kind of go today, this is really something new that I'm doing because number one, I want to know the new consultants in our national area. And number two, it's hard as leaders to like individually go and get with every new person and take you through your first steps. Okay. And so there are some basic skills that we want you to know and to learn in order to build your Mary Kay business. And y'all, these skills, it's just like riding a bike and driving a car. Okay. Now I haven't driven a 5-speed in a long time, but I have full faith that if I jumped in one, it would only take me a minute after we hop along a little bit to get going, because I think I could do this. If I could drive this car in 5 speeds, because I've learned how to do it before, so I can jump back on and do it again. Riding a bike, ice skating, roller skating. Y'all have all done things in your life that you learned before that you could probably figure out how to do again, right? And so we are going to jump right in today. And like I said, this is something new that I'm doing. So I think one thing that I like about technology is I can kind of morph this over time and kind of allow it to become a little, it's just gonna, what's the dadgum word? I'm just going to kind of make some tweaks, and it's just going to kind of go and grow as we continue to build. Okay. So the first piece I'm going to share with you, and Julie, if you don't mind, I'm going to let you kind of help me get everybody in. I know there's some people in the waiting room or whatever. So if you don't mind, I'm going to let you help me with that. But first things first, you guys, today we're going to talk about booking. So if you're a new consultant, one thing I want to teach you is about your calendar. So number one, I want you to find a calendar. Okay. Mary Kay used to put a calendar in our starter kits, and they do not do that any longer. So I printed my own calendar. Okay. And I'm going to go to the back where it's blank. Okay. And it literally has time. So it's almost like a hairdresser calendar. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Like an appointment book, because I need times. A planner, a lot of times these days, doesn't have times, and it annoys me. So I got to have times, right? So let me back up and show you. Like, this was just Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday last week. Okay. This is next week. All right. And so it allows me just like a snapshot. One thing you're going to hear us talk about in Mary Kay, and I hope that y'all are at a place where you can take notes today. You're going to hear us talk about something called a weekly plan sheet. That's exactly what I just showed you. Okay. It's a sheet that has Monday to Sunday listed out where you are going to fill in your life and then plan your Mary Kay pockets. Now, Mary Kay Ash designed our company to be able to work in and around our life. Okay. And so when you start your business, you're not necessarily going to be working Mary Kay 40 work hours a week. Okay. How many of you on the call right now have a full-time job that you work outside of Mary Kay? Raise your hand. Okay. And if y'all are in a place where, I know some of y'all might not still have your church clothes on, or you might not feel cute today, but as long as you're not naked in the bathtub, I want you to turn your camera on if you can. I know it might be weird, but if you can, turn your camera on, because I want to see your faces. Thank you. Thank you. I love seeing your faces. Oh, I know a lot of these faces. Oh my gosh. I love seeing y'all so much. It makes my heart happy. I needed to see y'all's faces today. Okay. So that weekly plan sheet, y'all. So what happens when you make a plan, okay, is that it takes remembering out of the equation. I do not want you to constantly have to remember everything. Okay. I want you to be able to set a plan, and then I want you to fill in the slots of the plan. And then I want you to wake up in the morning and just execute today's plan. Okay. So Mary Kay Ash taught us those who fail to plan plan to fail. Okay. Now, how many of y'all started Mary Kay to fail? I know not one of you did, right? You started this business to be able to what? I started Mary Kay to fill in the blank. Okay. Go ahead and put in the chat why you started your Mary Kay business. Go ahead and put that in the chat for me. Okay. So make extra money. Okay. Who else? Anybody else? To prepare for retirement, to make some money on the side. Who else? All right. Extra money. Help a friend. Be an example for my daughters. Confidence. Extra money for my kids. So work around my kids' schedule. College for my son. Help with self-confidence. Extra money. Okay. Anybody else? All right, make extra money, having a girl day or night, extra money, products at half price to help with bills while I'm off work. Okay, so you guys, did y'all see any of those things that said, I hope to get nothing out of this Mary Kay business? None of y'all started for no reason. You came here for a reason, okay? Now, I want to tell you, Mary Kay is just like the rest of the real world. Okay. If you wake up and go to your job then you earn income for doing that, right? You get paid for doing what? Working. Okay, Beverly, I'm going to mute you. All right. You get paid for working. The same is true in Mary Kay. Now, this is not this like get rich quick thing. If you have a question, you'll have to pop it right here in the chat, babe. Just a second, okay? All right. If you are at a place where extra money is something that you want, then the first thing that I want you to figure out how to do is how to book appointments, because booking appointments and parties in Mary Kay is how we work our Mary Kay business. Okay. All right. And so I brought in today the queen of Mary Kay booking, who simplified the process of booking for us years and years ago. Because how many of you have reached out to people that you know? Okay, you reach out and then it's like, oh yeah, did I call her back? I don't know if I called her back. Did I call her back? Girl, did I call you back? You know, and it's like trying to remember, you guys, remember what I told you. I just want you to wake up in the morning. You're going to go to bed, the boss, make your plan for tomorrow. And then you're going to wake up in the morning and guess who you get to be tomorrow? The employee. It's so freeing when you operate that way. You don't have to wonder every day, all day long, what to do as an entrepreneur in Mary Kay. The first and most important thing that you learn how to do in Mary Kay is booking appointments, y'all. Mary Kay told us, when you are out of bookings, you are out of business. That's what Mary Kay said. When you are out of bookings, you are out of business. Okay? When your calendar is full, then you are full of opportunity and full of income producing activities. That is how you are going to change and shift your Mary Kay business in your favor so that you can do the thing that you typed over in the chat, which was 99% of you said what? Make money. Make money. Okay. All right. I'm not sure who CPS 6189 is. I know you have a question. Julie privately messaged you. Okay. All right. Thank you. I will answer that separately for you in just a second. Okay, y'all, here's what I want y'all to do. As we go today, thank you for asking a question. Put any and all questions in the chat for us. That way we're not constantly stopping, because we are going to have time at the end for some Q&A, okay? And that way you'll have an opportunity to just listen, stick your question in the chat, and you can forget about it, because sometimes you are going to have all those questions answered as we actually go and the program unfolds for y'all today. Okay. So Julie, I am going to turn it over to you and spotlight you. All right. And I'm going to let you share about booking.
Okay, so what she just said, ditto times 55,000 times. When you're out of bookings, you're out of business. And I got so frustrated with not being able to keep up with who I called, when I called, and this amazing system came out, not created by me originally, that through a lot of research found that if you contact somebody 1 or 2 times, there's a lot of times that you don't get a response back, but you get a higher response in your bookings. I mean, who wants to sit around and make booking calls and not get any results, right? Well, understand that that's the law of the averages, is you've got to do enough bookings to get responses, or you have to do enough touches to get responses. Well, I could not keep up with who I was calling, when I was calling, what I was saying with them. And like I said, another director, I can't even remember who originally originated with, came up with like a 21-day booking challenge system, okay? But it required you to do a lot of writing and transferring the next day and writing. And again, it was too much for my simple brain. And I'm an old school girl, y'all. I'm an old school girl. I like paper. I like to be able to track things down, put my hands on it, feel it, touch it, see it. So what I found was I needed a system that allowed me to not have to think about it. I don't know about y'all, but I've got 1,000 things I'm thinking about, and I didn't want to have to think about it. So first and foremost, you're going to hear me referencing some scripts in a few minutes. These scripts are found on boards, on the low national area boards under new consultants, under booking. So it makes sense. Think about a filing cabinet. Think of boards like a filing cabinet. You open up the cabinet that says low national area. Then you go to the folder that says new consultant, and within new consultant, you will find these scripts. So that's when I wanted to answer that question first. But there are scripts in there that teach you how to do a phone call and a text. Right here, this is them, okay? This is 2 pages of like a 7-page document. But these are the 2 pages that I use the most, which is why I have them here. Y'all, I've been doing this for 20 years, and I still keep the scripts in front of me every time I make the phone calls. Because what it does is it focuses me so that when I'm all nervous about making a phone call, I hope that gives y'all some hope that at 20 years, when I pick up the phone, I still get butterflies in my stomach, okay? Because the butterflies come from, 1, I don't want to make a mistake, but 2, I know I'm about to change this girl's life. If she'll just answer this phone, I know I'm changing her life. So I want to be able to look down and not get distracted. So I have the scripts in front of me. But knowing what to say is first part of the battle. That's your script. The second part is having them organized so that you know what you're doing. So here are the supplies that you need if you want to follow the booking box method. That's the part that I created, was putting it into a box system. So I have a small box. I'll be honest with you, if I were doing this all over, I probably would go with just a little bit bigger box. This was the beginning. And when I create something, I don't go back and recreate it. So I started with a small box. You can go with a little bit bigger box. So you need a box. Then I have tabs in here, 1 to 30. Why? 1 to 31. Why? Because there's 31 days in a month. Okay, so this is like a revolving calendar for me. Okay, so I have tabs 1 to 31, and I also have added, and I don't know if you can see those in there, there's some little tabs in the back that has little tabs for each calendar month of the year, and I'm going to pull one of them out just so that you can see. It literally is a tab that says December. The reason that I have these, I will come back to that. There's just kind of like a filing system for me for later down the year, but the key pieces to this is 1 to 31. Okay, so that's the setup. That's all you need. Pen, pencil, whatever you're going to use. Beyond that, the next piece of this is you need leads. Okay, you can't book somebody if you don't have leads. But what I know is if you own one of these, you have leads. I can guarantee you that if you sat down today, you could pick out 30 names out of your contact list right now. Okay, 30 names. You could find 30 women's names in this phone that you have not facial. Don't prejudge them. Do not wonder if they would ever sell Mary Kay, if they would ever use Mary Kay. If you had prejudged me, you would have put a big no by both of those. I was a tomboy. I wore no makeup. I didn't even know how to use makeup. And so you would have looked at me and thought, nope, she's good in her teaching job. There's no way she would want to be a Mary Kay consultant, and there's no way she'd use my products because she don't even wear makeup. Okay, you would have missed me. So don't prejudge. Just make a list of 30 people. So you've got to have 30 people to make your booking box start good. Okay, that's what I want you to know is you need a minimum list of 30 to start good. If you run out of 30, I guarantee you've got some form of social media that you then can go in and add more to your list by going through your friends list on social media. Figure out how you know what you know and make that list of 30 people. Now, why 30? Okay, the booking box works in series of 10 leads. Now, you can do more than 10. You can do less than 10. It's your call. But the way I like to work this is I like to work it with 10 leads a day. My goal is to make 10 attempts in my booking time a day. I just pulled out the wrong size card here. 10 business calls a day, okay? So what you're going to do is when you make your list of 30, you are literally going to just put them on an index card. If you don't have index cards, cut up pieces of paper. It doesn't matter what it is. If you do boxes, if you work booths, those kind of things, you can actually have lead booths in here, like little booth leads that you can drop down in there. You don't have to put it on the card. But if you're going through your phone, that's the easiest thing to do is write their name, their phone number. And I'm going to show you one of them that I have a card on here that I've just been moving around. Here's a card. I started her off with their name, the phone number, and where I met her. She was a waitress at the breakfast place that my husband and I eat at on a regular basis. I just wrote her information down, okay? That goes on the card, okay? So you need 30 of those on a card, 30 pieces of paper, individual names per piece of paper, okay? Then you're going to divide them up into the groups of 10, 10, 10, and 10. This, as I said, is a functioning calendar. So what is today? Today is the 5th. So if you were going to make booking calls today, you would put 10 of those in slot 5 for the 5th of the month. Okay. If you were going to start tomorrow, you put them in slot 6. Okay. Because slot 6 matches the month of the day of the month. Okay. Then you're going to put 10 more in the next slot. So let's use the analogy of starting 5. If we were starting 5 today, I would put 10 and 5. I would put 10 and 6, and I would put 10 and 7. Y'all see where the 30's going now? 10, 10, and 10. Then when I sit down to do my booking time, all I have to do is grab my box, pull out slot 5, pull out the papers that are in slot 5, pick up my phone with my script, and I start making my phone calls. And I'm going to explain the scripts in just a minute, but I wanted you to understand the system. Then after I'm done making my calls and I code my cards, which we'll talk about in a second, today's lit or 5, we're going to go out 2 days from the 5th. So 5th, 6th, 7th. So the third day would be the 8th. So after I call Sally on the 5th and she didn't answer, I leave her a message and I stick her on day 8. The reason being is come day 8, I'm going to pull her name out again and I'm going to call her again. If she doesn't answer, I make a note, I stick her out, count out 2 days, 8, 9, 10, stick her in slot 11. So you're always the day you call plus 2, okay? And stick her out in slot 11. And I keep doing this until I make it all the way through my script process. Because each one of these is a different attempt in reaching the person that you are calling, okay? So prime example, I'm going to pull out what I have. I actually have in slot 6 for tomorrow because I don't typically do my booking calls on Sundays. So I'm pulling out slot 6 and I'm going to show y'all. So see, here's my leads for slot 6 and I'm going to pull them out. So the first one that I pull out, I want you to see, here's the contact's name. There's her information. This was a booth lead. And as you can see, I've actually done several calls on her already. I started calling her on the 28th. I left her a message and I sent her a text message. R1 represents in my brain she was a referral script number 1. Okay. Then I called her again on 10/31. I left her a message, followed it with a text message, referral 2. Then on 11/3, I called her again, left her a message, referral number 3. So now she's in slot 6 for me. So tomorrow I will pull her out and I will then make my 4th attempt with really it's my 8th. But the magic starts to happen. I don't know why. It is the craziest thing. But after the 3rd or 4th attempt is when they will start to respond to you. Now, people that you know may respond sooner, but people that you met through warm chatter or through a friend of a friend of a friend, sometimes it takes it 4 to 5 touches before they ever respond back to you. And at that point, they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I haven't been ignoring you kind of thing. You know what I mean? But you can see I can track on this one piece of paper everything that I need to know about this person. Okay. So that's one. Another one in there, as you can see, I have one right here, where I started on the 17th, moved it on to the 20th, and then she responded. When she responded, I actually booked her for 11/7. She's coming to my house, okay? So after I got her booked on my house, then I stuck her further in my calendar. I moved her to 10/25 because what I wanted to do was pre-profile her on the 25th. So on the 25th, I called, I got her basic information, wrote it down on the back, and then now she's sitting in my box waiting on me for 11/6 to confirm. So when I pull out this piece of paper, I have taken her from getting the lead all the way through all of my calls, my bookings, then my follow-up to my bookings, all the way to my confirmation. When I go and do her party, then I will come back. I'll pull her out of here and staple this to her profile card, because it reminds me where I met her. That's the only reason why I do it. But I pull it out of my box at that point, staple her to the profile card. If you want to leave her in your box and let her rotate through your box to do your follow-up with her, great. That box is a rolling calendar for you. Okay, so that gives you an example. Another example I wanted to show you is I had one that I actually had some communication that didn't follow the script. Okay. So this was my waitress that I showed y'all a while ago. We text back and forth about various different things, so it kind of went off script pretty quick. So I had to do custom scripts on here. So you'll see that I wrote on here little things that I put down till we got her booked. But guess what happened, y'all? She canceled. So what did I do? I rescheduled her. So going through here, you'll see I rescheduled her. Rescheduled where? She's coming to my house. Guess what? She canceled again. Guess what? It's okay. I just reached out to her again, and I've reached out several times. She's not responded since she's rescheduled. she's quit responding to me. That happens. So my last one, I had a final attempt to her on 11-2, final message, and this is sitting in 11-6's box. Why did I put it in 11-6 spot? I wanted to make sure that I had time for her to respond several days after my last attempt. She has not responded. So now what I'm going to do with her is I'm going to move her into my calendar dates in the back, the months.
Awesome.
I'm sitting in November, so I'm probably going to move her to the 1st of December and reach out to her one more time in December, just for the sake of it. She just might have life going on right now. And that might be that I'm on her nerves. I don't care. I'm going to try one more time. And then in December, if she doesn't, I will take this card and guess what I'm going to do with it? Put it in the trash. Okay. So by that point in time, I will have had multiple attempts to communicate with her so that she knows that I'm trying. I've given it my best, but I didn't forget about her. It's on the ball's back in her court. So that's how it works. It literally works through your booking box to each one of your dates. And you can see I've got my next set of dates rolling through here. So I use it as a rolling calendar. And I don't, like I said, I don't take the time to rewrite one on a card every time. I use my book, I use my booth leads, I use the piece of paper that I wrote her name down on when I'm out and about. A lot of times I text them through my text messages. So then I come in and I grab my paper and sticker in the booking box. So it's very simple. The original system, for any of you that watched the original system, we talked a lot about highlighters. I found that I didn't need the highlighters. I really just needed to write. I needed to write on my card what I was doing. So the last piece of this, I want to explain this, how the actual text messaging works, okay? So you call them first, y'all. The sound of your voice, just think about if Holly texts you. I know it would make your heart jump when she texts you. It makes you feel good. But what if you heard her voice on the line? Guess what happens? She is more willing to answer or call you back because she feels and hears your energy. So that's why I always call first. So there's a voicemail. If she answers, I still can use the same voicemail script to get out what I need to do to ask. I hang up the phone and then I follow it with a text message. I like to put emojis in my text messages because it makes them fun through the process. So I call and then I text. That's the first attempt. The second attempt, it's another script, call and text, and it changes. So prime example, this is Working Women's. Script one says, hey, Sarah, this is Julie with Mary Kay. I always include my business card, picture of my business card. I brought goodie bags to your office the other day, and I hope that all the girls loved it. I'm doing a portfolio of professional women. It's lots of fun. It only takes about an hour, and your face is going to love it. I'll shoot you a quick text if that's easier. Call me back when you get a chance. My number is such and such, or I'll shoot you a quick text if that's easier. That's what I normally say. Hang up, and then I send her a text, and it says, hey, Sarah, this is Julie Mary Kay. I came into your office the other day. I'd love to feature you in my professional portfolio. It's super fun, takes about an hour, and your face will love it. Does weekdays or weekends work better for you? One thing that I found in my text messages is to always end it with a question so that gives them something to answer back. And then literally it just walks you through. Call, text, call, text, call, text. Okay. So you know exactly what to say, when to say, work through it. If you are text savvy, you can pre-program your phone in the private keyboards to where literally when it's time for me to text this one, I don't have to type the whole thing out. That's what that R1, R2 was. I was able to just type R1. It auto-populates the text. I stick her name in and hit send. So that's a training for a whole nother day for you. You can ask your director how to do keyboard strokes and those kind of things. But I just want you to know that the system works if you work it. Now, the last thing, what happens if I get today, let's say day 8, and I've already called through some of my people and I don't have 10 people in my slot? What do you do? Because your goal is to have 10 to call every day. What if you only have 6 in your slot? That means you need to find 4 more to call. Where do you get 4 more to call? Well, maybe you got referrals at parties, so you add 4 new in. Or maybe you didn't. Maybe you haven't had a party yet or a facial yet. You pull out the old trusty contact list again. I know that you got more than 30 people in there. So you find 4 more people and stick them in that slot. That way, every day, you should be making a minimum of 10 calls a day. And that will help you keep up and keep going to keep those bookings going the way you want them to go. So that's the booking box, Holly. What else is there?
Okay, Julie, thank you so much. Y'all pop in the chat and tell Julie something that you are taking away from her training today. Just some piece that you learned from this. I love this so much. So mine is a Ziploc bag. It's not a box. It's a baggie. Okay, hang on just a second. Let me fix the view so I can see you guys. Gallery, there we go. It's already removed my video. I don't know how to get it back. Y'all, hold please. My computer is clicking like 82 things. It's all on the side. There I am. Hi. Was I missing? Could y'all see me? Or was I just like not even there? Okay. I'm here now. Hello. Okay. There we go. Now I'm here. Okay. So I just have mine in a baggie. Okay. So these are all the cards that I have that have names on them. Okay. So let's say that this is a family, somebody in my family. I'm going to see her at Thanksgiving, right? And so I just thought of her. I wrote her name down. I had another girl I saw in here a minute ago, and I was like, I just thought of her, and I just stuck her name on the list. This girl, I just thought of her, and I just wrote her name on a card. So those, just stick them in the way back, way back. And when it's time to pull another card up, you guys, after you get through today's 10, let's say that somebody's like, no, I don't want to do this. Then you pull her out, toss her, okay? I'm going to show y'all where to find these scripts that Julie is talking about next, okay? So if you go to app.boards.com on your computer, or you download a Boards app, okay, your director has probably shown you this or taught you about this, but Boards is a way that we are like organizing information, okay? And Boards you can do through the app, like I said, or you can do it on your phone, just on the little app or on the website, okay? So I'm going to go on here. So this is Boards. Let me show you. Screen share. There we go. Okay, so this is Boards. All right, I just want you to look right here. This says low national area. Okay, when you come on to low national area, this is actually what it looks like. Okay, so there's lots of different things. All of our events, how-to videos, all of that. The place I want you to go to is New Consultants. Y'all, there is so much information out there that you can literally sit and learn for the next 10 years and not make $1 in your business. And I don't want that to happen. I want you to get bookings, sell product, and move forward. We're going to take one booking thing, one idea, and we're going to run with that one piece. So when you come down here and click on New Consultants, I posted the link to our low national area boards on the chat just a second ago. This is for new consultants only. This is booking. It's Julie's video of what she just explained to you if you're not sure what that is. And this is for new consultants. Okay? Y'all, your first goal as a new consultant is 30 faces. 30 faces, 30 faces, 30 faces. Okay? On here, hey girl, I'm so excited. I'm a new consultant, Mary Kay. I know I can't believe it. I'm going to challenge to do 30 faces this month. I thought you'd be willing to help me out. Your face will love it. And I know we'll have so much fun. Would a weekday or weekend be best? Okay. If she answers, then proceed to book her. If she says, I'm too busy, this is what you say. If she says, I'm allergic, this is what you say. If she says, I don't have any money, this is what you say. And I just simplified that for you guys so that y'all could just start somewhere. Okay. Now, if you click on Booking Like a Low Girl, these are the scripts, okay, that Julie was just showing you. And it has some little fun emojis in there because everybody thinks emojis are so much more fun, right? Okay, so this is family, friend, acquaintance. Okay, hey girl, call or text me when you have a minute. I got a question. That's the voicemail. Or if she answers, right, then here's what you're wanting from her. I'm in a challenge to do my 30 faces, right? That's how you can answer that. Once you've been in Mary Kay a while, y'all, that's what all of these scripts are for. Working Women's is where you would go into office complex and go to the front desk and actually meet some new people. Okay. The next networking opportunity is called warm chat. That's where you just like run into somebody at Walmart or CVS and you're like, hey, I want to share my card with you. And you get their name and number. This is what you would say when you call them. A referral would be somebody that maybe a customer you already have from your debut. Maybe she gave you a name at your debut party and you're like, I don't know what to do with her. That's what you say to someone that someone is referred to you. A fishbowl or a booth. Now, I know a lot of you have been doing booths. Raise your hand if you have been doing a booth lately. Yes, this fall or this Christmas or this holiday season. Jennifer that's on, she and Anne Marie did a booth, I think last weekend, and they got 100 leads. Y'all, that's a lot of names. This is what you say. Okay. And so that was just kind of created by my directors a little while back. Okay. And it's just some words to help you know what to say. All right. Because here's what I know. If you tell me what to say, I can move my mouth. Okay. And so I just want you, I can still think, okay, what do I say to this person? Right. And so if I know what to say, or I print those scripts out, or I fold it up and put it in the front of the booking box. If you want to do a little boxy thing, this drives me nuts. I don't like this. It needs to be one empty hole because that I can't just scoot back. So that got on my nerves. So I'm back to the bag because the box would pop open for me. And then it would be a mess. So if you do a box, put a rubber band on it if you're wild like me. Okay. If you're responsible, you might not need a rubber band. But I'm a little messy when it comes to the car and slamming the brakes on just a little bit, Jamie. I might do that just a little bit of time. Okay. Slam the brakes on. And everything in my purse goes flying, right? Anybody? Does anybody else do that? Okay. So number one, you guys, you've got to create. Okay. Now here's what I don't want you to do. Don't wait until Friday when you have time to actually run to Walmart to buy a box. Don't do that. Go get you a piece of paper, cut it in fours, and put a 1 on the top. And then on the other side, put a 2 and number them 1 to 31. Okay? And flip them back to where tomorrow or today is the 5th. Put the 5th in the front, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And then cut 10 pieces of paper out, write their names on it and stick it in there and start today. Don't wait till you have a box. Okay. Don't wait till you have everything perfect to just get started. Okay. Now here's what I want y'all to do today. And this is going to be a little awkward and probably a little scary. Okay. I want you to go into the chat. And I want you to either screenshot or whatever you need to do. You can go on boards, whatever you need to do to go find this script that I just posted right here, because y'all are going to go and we are about to practice booking appointments. Okay, y'all, some of you are super smart and y'all want this digital. That's fine. Figure out a way. If you're digital, you're smart on the iPad, you can find a way to make this digital for you, so that you have more of like a Rolodex thing and not an actual Mary Kay bag that's like ghetto. Y'all, this is so ghetto. It's fine. All right. It still gets the point across. You can still get bookings. You can print your own calendar because I can never find the darn calendar that I like that makes me happy. It makes me nuts. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to actually break out into rooms, okay? And y'all are going to go into your Zoom room with some random person, okay? Julie, thank you for being on today. If you need to hop off, you're welcome to stay or go. Whatever you want to do is great, okay? All right, so I'm going to break out into Zoom rooms, and you are going to literally practice, okay? If you're not at a place where you can practice, then if you're in a room with somebody, then you'll have to, if you want to hop off or whatever, that's fine. Okay. But we're going to go in and we're going to practice. All right. And you're going to read the script. Hey girl, I'm so excited. I'm a new consultant with Mary Kay. I know I can't believe it. I'm in a challenge to do 30 faces this month. And I thought you'd be willing to help me out. Okay. So here's what I want to tell you that's going to happen. Our goal every single day is to get 2 bookings every single day. Okay. 2 bookings every single day. All right. So if you are doing this live 10 phone calls, okay, if you get 2 yeses, How many no's or no answers are you also going to get? 8. You guys, the hardest part of Mary Kay in the beginning is hearing the word no. That's the hardest part. Okay? So what we're going to do is I'm going to send you into your Zoom room. Okay? You're going to have a partner. Hopefully I can put 3 of y'all in a room together. We'll see how it works. Just give me a minute and I'll figure that out. Okay? Julie, can you help me with that real quick? I don't know how many people are on here, but if we can put 3, that way if somebody's busy, then whatever. It's going to randomly put you in a room. Okay? And y'all are just going to say, okay, I'll go first. And then just literally pretend, hold your phone up, ring, 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 and go through the script. Okay? And y'all are going to practice this. I want you to call and get 2 yeses. Now, listen, at the end, when she says, I would love to, I want you to say weekday or weekend. You're going to give her 2 choices on your planner. That's it, at a time. Y'all ever walk in your closet and what do you see? Everything you can't wear. Dang it, I remember when I was skinny and I had little butt cheeks and I could fit in those jeans, right? Do y'all do that? Margaret, I do. I don't know if you do, Margaret. You probably have the same size little butt cheeks your whole life. Okay, but me, I've been from a 2 to a 14, 16, 18, maybe beyond. I'm not sure. Okay, so I have all the sizes everywhere, y'all. So when I go to my closet, I'm like, dang it. That's how your customers feel. So when you ask them, when is good for you? They're like, I can't do after work on Mondays. And then Tuesdays, my calendar. So if you say weekday or weekend, they'll answer you weekend. Okay. I, Holly Lowe, will do Friday night or Saturday. That's my next 2 choices. She'll say Saturday. I say, great, 10 a.m. or 2 p.m. And she picks. I'd never say, oh, I don't know, whenever. Okay. So that's what y'all are going to practice. Okay. So 2 choices, weekday or weekend. I want y'all to go get your 2 yeses. And then on the bottom corner of the screen, it's going to say leave breakout room. And you're going to come back into the main room with me. And we're going to talk about it. Okay. All right. So Julie, did you figure anything out for me? Let's see. Where did Julie go? There you are.
Yes, I got it. All I got to do is open the room.
Okay. You're ready. So does everybody understand what we're doing? I'm going to go pop in and out of the rooms in case anybody gets confused. Okay. All right. Julie, go ahead. Open us up. And it's going to send you somewhere, you guys. If y'all are hopping off, go ahead and scooch you now. Love ya. Y'all have a great Sunday. See you back next week. Okay, Julie, if you want to send us on. I think everybody left. Did everybody leave?
No, they're going to their rooms.
Oh.
I had already assigned their rooms.
I was like, oh, they're gone. Oh, perfect.
No.
That's perfect. Yeah. Thank you, Julie. Are you staying?
Yeah, I'm going to kind of watch and make sure that there's enough in each one, but I'll be here.
Okay. So room 4 has 3.
Yes, some have 3, some have 4.
Tracy and April are in there. Okay, good. They are in there. Okay, everybody has a partner. All right, I'm going to go hop in the rooms and make sure they're good.
And it's Powerhouse booking strips.
Hi!
Okay. Yeah.
Hey. Okay. All right, y'all know what to say, right? I put it in the chat. Go look at the chat. Okay. It's right here. Look in the chat. All right. You see it right there? It says, hey, I'm so excited. I'm a new consultant with Mary Kay.
Okay. Got it.
Y'all got it? Okay. So that's what you're saying. Okay. All right. I'm going to hop out and I'm going to make sure the next room's good. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Go work on that. You're welcome. Hey, Shay, y'all know what to say?
I don't think that she can talk because she can't unmute herself.
Can you hear me now?
She's unmuted now. Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. So your the script is posted right there in the bottom of the chat. Okay, so y'all can grab that.
Okay.
All right, Shay.
So do we practice and then we'll come
y'all
back to the other?
Y'all gonna get 2 yeses. Yep. Go all the way to a weekday or weekend and find a day and time. Once y'all both do it and get 2 yeses, you can come back.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm trying to turn this down.
Stella and Mary Kay being a man?
It's very difficult.
Hey,
Is it really?
hey guys.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, Carla. Hey, Kevin.
Hey,
Okay,
Holly.
I want to make sure that y'all have the script, right? Y'all got it? You know what you're saying?
We're trying to find it.
Okay, so if you click on chat, it's literally the very bottom of the chat. So, hey, I'm so excited. I'm a new consultant with Mary Kay. I know I can't believe it. I'm going to challenge to do 30 faces this month and thought you'd be willing to help me out. Your face will love it, and I know we'll have so much fun. Do y'all see that in the chat?
Okay, now once the rooms open up, the chats from the general room go away.
Okay.
And so the only chats that we can see are the chats that are in this particular room.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
I saw that earlier.
Do you see this
Okay,
now?
yeah.
Okay, there
so,
you go.
Yay.
All right, y'all work on that real quick and get that done. I want y'all to both get 2 yeses. So y'all both say it weekday or weekend all the way to the end, Carla, till y'all get a date and then come back to the main session, okay?
So are we supposed
Okay.
to actually call people?
No, y'all are doing this practicing with each other. So you're booking
Okay.
Carla and Carla's booking Kevin. Yep, y'all work on that.
Okay,
Okay, bye.
okay.
Got it.
Mute. Oh, there's Miss Holly. I'm going to mute.
Hey.
Michelle, that gives me 1. So you and
Y'all are
Margaret
so
wanna
good.
try next?
Yay! Y'all know what to say, right? Y'all got the script. I just posted it in your chat in case y'all need it, okay?
Great. Thank
Okay,
you.
y'all see it? Okay, y'all both go all the way to the end, okay? All the way to the end until you actually like get the date, okay? All right, I'll see you in a minute.
All right.
I'll be able to close the rooms when you want me to close them if they don't
Fine.
come back.
Donna.
She hasn't responded. I've tried to get each one of them to talk. Brittany's driving. The rest are just kind of there.
It's fine. They are so scared. They're like, so I had to actually go into each room and paste the script so they could see it like in their chat real
Mhm,
quick.
mhm.
Yes.
That's good.
So next time I might need to like well, I guess I could have just told them like go grab that right now and copy and paste it in your notes or something. I don't know. It's always
But
just
you never
a
know
little,
who's getting on. You know what I mean?
I
So the
know.
only other way to get it to them ahead of time is to send it to everybody, and you don't know who's getting on. So.
yeah, it's fine.
But I think if you take a minute out of each one and teach them boards like you're doing, then they'll know how to get it.
Oh,
You know, instead of
absolutely. Yes. Well, and then some of them are so new they haven't downloaded boards, and then the chat is going fast, so they can't go back and find the script right now, and then they're panicking. I'm like, it's okay, just go
Okay.
get your 2 yeses. So anyway, they were kind of going back and forth, but this is why I love this because they don't practice.
Right.
So I like to just stick them in a room and say, okay, this is what we're doing is practicing. So I'm going to
Figure
try
it
to
out.
do that each week. Yeah. So the week of selling, I'm going to let them do the like set sheet. They're going to close the
Right.
set sheet with a partner. And then they'll kind of get to know each other as they go through it too. So that'll be good. Okay. I did need to do a roll call because that
want
is
me to-
how.
Do you want me just to close the rooms and bring them back no matter what?
No, I'm
Because
going
it
to.
gives them 1 minute when I hit
Yeah.
close rooms.
I'm gonna give them a minute. It's gonna take. It takes them like 10 minutes to do this, or it did at new
Okay.
consultant training anyway. Okay, let's see. I was just gonna make a list of everybody who I saw
I can read them to you if it's easier.
on here. Oh, participants. There it is. That's all I need. Now, Shay Page, who is Samsung, and
don't
that's CPS.
I don't know.
Okay, let me.
And like Michelle Schoolcraft a while ago, when she came in, she was talking to somebody in a group because she was doing the script. You know what I mean? But yet it says Michelle Schoolcraft here, but she's not in the list anywhere else. I was like, okay, mute. So I don't know. That was weird. So I almost think like she's
Well,
on her phone and,
yes.
and a tablet. So she might be CP or she might be Samsung. You know what I mean? So,
Well, I
don't know.
want that to be able to do like graduation or whatever.
Uh-huh.
I was thinking like, do I
Because
want
you
them?
lost a bunch that left when you
I
did
know.
this.
Yeah.
They didn't finish the whole day, so there you go.
I know, and I'm
Can't
trying
leave
to
class early.
I'm trying to figure out that piece because like if they hop on and do before we break, because if you are driving, I don't want you reading the script. Okay.
Correct.
But you were here for the training of it too. So
Like Brittany, she's driving.
yeah. So like, I wonder if I give them like a code word and then just get them to submit a voucher for me on my website, like hollylow.com/ I want a prize, and just let them go on there and say week 1 new consultant training. Here's the code word.
Code word.
So I think that's what I'm going to do. And then that way I'll know who finished and I don't have to keep up with it, but then it'll be their job to go claim that they finished.
Claim the prize.
Yeah, they finished the first one because we'll actually do that graduation. I got to go back and listen to your messages too about the Red Rally, the hub kind of part of that. I'm still kind of processing through that. We're going to do it, I think, at Jennifer's studio. I had asked Michelle Duncan, but it's already booked that day. Everywhere is booked that I've asked except Jennifer's.
December.
But I don't know if Jennifer's, well, we can just squish. That's all I know to do is we're just squish. And then when we eat, everybody can just stand up and walk outside and I'll set the tables up on that walkway. I think it'll be fine. It's covered or whatever. And then, I'll pay mom to cater or whatever I need to do. So, okay. Let's do an announcement. If you want to go ahead and just close them, just go ahead and close them and we'll bring them all back. We'll see how many's left.
It gives them 60 seconds.
Yeah, that's perfect.
And it tells them you got 60 seconds.
I love Zoom so much. I love it. And this is good too. I like this format. I think I'm going to like it.
It teaches them how to use Zoom. I mean, that's
like
the whole key. 36 seconds.
Oh, Tammy Petty's up there. And okay, Margaret's in room 4. Okay. Shoot. I'll message you later.
Okay.
That'll remind me.
All right, they should be coming back now.
That's back.
Hey, okay, y'all mute yourselves back out for me. I'm going to go click mute all just to make sure everybody's muted. Okay. All right. So how did it go? I want to hear how it went. Okay, April, I'm going to ask you to unmute for me, okay, because I feel like you're brand new. So, April, I posted the script for you. Whose unit are you in, April?
Letitia Willis.
Okay. And so how did that go actually booking those appointments? How did that go?
It actually went very well.
Okay.
Very well.
Okay, good. All right. I'm going to let you mute back out again. Okay, Carla, I'm going to let you unmute for me. How did that feel doing that process?
So this went pretty good. I had to do this in a previous job where we did a tracker. And so this was the format that we used.
Good.
And, it was interesting. I think definitely using that weekly planner to figure out when I'm available is going to be critical for this.
Yes. And y'all, what I just posted for y'all in the chat earlier was a link for Canva. If you do not have Canva or don't know how to use Canva, ask your director to send you Holly's calendar. And if she don't have it, she'll ask me and I'll get it to her in a PDF for you. Or y'all can email me at Holly Lowe, HOLLI, Lowe, LOWE @gmail.com and ask me for it in a PDF and I'll send it to you. Okay. Now, Shay, Tell me how it went just making calls as a newbie. Okay, wait. Shay, who are you with? What is the girl's name that you're with? It just says something at gmail.com, but I don't know who that is.
Courtney.
Courtney. What's your last name, Courtney?
Justice.
Okay. Whose unit are you in?
I'm in Jessica's. I don't know how
Okay.
to say her last name.
It's okay.
But she's in Lebanon, Tennessee.
Oh, okay. Jessica Thingston. Okay, I got you. I got you.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so back to Shay. All right, how did it go? Tell me what was good about it.
So Courtney was telling me that she's like a new consultant. She just hopped on like 3 days ago. So it was kind of like interesting to see how far I've come, you know, and speaking versus what I was new.
Yeah.
So, and I helped Courtney like kind of like, you know, process that because she was
so glad.
nervous.
Yeah.
And I was nervous too, you know, meeting someone new, but I'm not so nervous anymore because I'm not new that much, but I still am new. So it was interesting.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Okay. Can you post the links to the boards again? I don't see the low boards. Okay, Julie, I'll let you do that. Okay. So you guys, here's what I want y'all to know this week is the only way you are ever going to get better at booking is what? How many of you have ever had a teenage driver? Lisa Marshall, I know you have. Tracy, Margaret, I know y'all have had teenage drivers, right? For 15 years, y'all, they sat in that passenger seat and watched you drive a car. So y'all, you can watch and watch and watch us do bookings. But until you do this, guess what? You ain't gonna figure it out. Okay? My son just got his permit. He merged in a huge busy intersection and he just like merged onto the road. And I was like, Toby, did you look? And he goes, no, I forgot. I was like, right? Okay, so you can watch, but until you do it, you are never gonna figure it out. Okay. And so that's what I want to remind y'all today, that as you're doing this, the way you're going to learn is to actually do the 10 calls. Okay. So your challenge this week is to spend at least 3 days this week before we get on next Sunday and do at least 10. Okay. For 3 days, you pick what 3 days you're going to do. And I'm going to challenge y'all to do it at least 10 calls. Why so many? That feels like a lot. Because y'all, once you've done it 30 times, something magical happens with your confidence. Okay. Now, what y'all are going to do is you're going to go to hollylow.com when you hang up today. I want a prize, hollylow.com/I want a prize. Okay. That is how I'm going to know that you actually got on new consultant training today. Okay. You're going to say, Holly, I was on booking new consultant training and the password is 10 calls a day. That's the password. The password is 10 calls a day. All right. So y'all are going to go to my website, hollylow.com/I want a prize. You're going to put your name and contact info in there. It's going to ask you your shirt size and shoe size and whatever. Just put all that in, okay? Just for me. That way, when we do our graduation and you come to all 4 sessions, I'm going to know that you graduated and you stayed for the whole new consultant training today and you stayed on with us, okay? So 10 calls a day is the password. And what is your challenge? 3 days of 10 phone calls. Okay. Now, when you leave that message, don't be afraid to shoot them a text. Hey, girl, left you a message. Do you want me to call or text you the details? Most of them, what are they going to say? Girl, just text me. Okay. So just let them know if you leave a voicemail. That is most important. All right. Thank y'all for being on today. 10 calls a day is your password for today. I'm going to screenshot all of y'all who stayed on through the end. Okay. And that way, when we get together for our graduation, y'all will have session 1 checked off. But I want y'all to keep hopping on because everyone will be a little different. And I want to watch you grow and move in your business. Okay. All right. Any questions that we did not answer? If there's any questions we did not answer, you can pop those in the chat right now. I know we had a question about the boards. Oh, Michelle Schoolcraft asked for that. Okay, we got that. Okay. All right. I think we got all of that, everything that you need. Your director has the link to boards. When you get on boards, new consultants. And then in there, it's bookings. Okay. Number one is bookings. That's where you find what we did today. All right. Y'all have an awesome, happy Sunday. Thank you for staying on, Julie. Thank you for helping out today. I appreciate you guys. Love y'all big. And I'll see you next week. Bye.